Today I'm going to be making a copper roof jack for a slate roof. A bathroom vent pipe, standard piece of PVC coming up through the roof. And we got to put a roof jack over to keep the water out. It's going to be on a 7/12 pitch. Remember from my last video, I didn't make one this time. I showed you last time how to make one, but there's my pattern. My piece of copper cut out for it. My center mark. Because this is going not into a standing seam pan, I'm going to show you today how to put it. That's going to be the base for it. How to put it into there. That's going to be the inner push cap for it that sits inside of this. That's the outer cap that's going to go around the pipe. So I made this piece 3/8 of an inch longer in circumference, so that leaves it roughly an 1/8 inch wider than my roof pipe, so it'll slide over it. And we're going to solder it all up so it's nice and watertight when we're done. I went ahead already, cut this out, put the pipe blocks on it, put the pipe blocks on these. So now I'm just going to go roll them up. Okay, I just got my pipes all rolled and knocked together. It's my outer cap, my inner cap, the inner cap's gonna go inside this. The outer cap's gonna go on the outside. It's going to slip over top of the main pipe. Adding 3/8 to an inch to it makes it slide over easy and fit nice and tight. Now I'm going to lay this main pipe out onto our roof flange. I do that by coming 5 inches up. Being on a slate roof, that's how much of the flange will be hanging and showing on the bottom of the pipe. All the top part of it goes underneath the slate and gets flashed in behind it. A small bit of the bottom shows. That's my center mark that I'm going to line up. The center mark of my pipe, a couple of guides to help keep it square. All I'm going to do is I'm going to set this pipe on here, kind of like so, and trace it out. There is a formula you can use to lay this out, to cut it out, but it's a whole lot quicker just to set it on there and trace it. But if you had to make the flange and didn't have the pipe to do that, there is a formula and a method of laying it out, because it's not going to be a perfect hole because it's on a 7/12. So it's going to be elongated, almost oval shaped. So there's a formula to use depending on the pitch to how to lay that hole out. So I'm going to do that next. After tracing that out, I'm going to cut this out next, and then use what's called a clinch lock to lock the pipe into that, and then we'll solder it after. But let me get this cut out and we'll continue from there. So that's the pipe with the clinch lock on it. Scribe 3/8 and cut tabs and bend every other one to lock into the flange. Well, I got the pipe locked in. You can see how every other tab on this side. If you look on the underside. Now from here, I'm just going to solder this, make it watertight. See from the side view, it's on a 7/12 pitch. This part is going to be flashed under slate, this part over slate, all soldered in watertight. Now it's time to make the cap, because on the roof it's going to kind of look something like this. So I need to make the cap, keep water from getting down inside and leaking. Make the cap, I'm going to start by scribing 3/8 of an inch around the top and folding. So there's got a 3/8 lip all the way around the top. I'm going to do the same to this one. Then I'm going to put a flat cap on this and cut out the center of it so that that can drop down in and set. See, I've turned a 3/8 flange that I'm going to lock cap onto. See, out of copper, if you're patient enough and you work it a little bit, you can do it in one solid piece without having to put relief cuts in it. If you do it out of like Galvy or stainless, it doesn't stretch as easy. A lot of times you'll end up tearing or warping it. So out of steel, I tend to just put relief cuts in it and bending and over tabs. But so now I'm going to put a cap on this, cut the center out, put this inside of it. I'll solder that all together and it'll go on top of that. Okay, I got that all cut out. That's what it's going to look like. See, I locked the flat piece onto that lip, then cut another piece out for this to slide in and sit down. So on the underside, this piece of PVC will fit between the two. And it goes on that pipe. Water's gonna go down. That's just your vent for your plumbing in your bathroom. Water getting down in there is not a huge deal. It does naturally. This just keeps the water from getting in between the pipe. So there you have it. I'm going to solder these up. I'm going to solder this in. I'm going to solder these pipe blocks. I'm going to solder this flange. And then back of the pipe block. And when we're all done, I'm going to put a little 3/8 kicker on the bottom of this. Helps it sit flat and tight against the slate. Just got done soldering everything up. Just going to let it cool down for a minute before I clean it up. Use a stay clean when I solder. You know, wipe all that up and shine it up real nice and be ready to go. It's a copper roof jack on a 7/12 pitch. The customer asked for an 18-inch height in the back side of the pipe. So if you measured that, it'd be 18 inches on the back side. Once it cools down and I get it all cleaned up, I'll show you what it looks like when it's finished and be ready to go on a roof. Alright, so there you have it. All cleaned up, ready to go. Push cap on there. You see the solder. You solder it. It's not just cap solder. You see a lot of people, they use the heat of the torch just to melt and drip the solder. But you should heat the material up. If you look, you can see this is the back side. It sucked that solder all the way through. It's nice and soldered, pulled all through, never gonna leak.